Welcome to Crypto Live. Today's video will show us the truth behind Raoul convincing Bitboy to put millions of dollars in XRP, literally now, and the potential of XRP to reach $1,000. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our upcoming videos about cryptocurrencies. There's a recent talk with the second largest cryptocurrency channel on YouTube, Bitboy Crypto, and former Goldman Sachs exec Raoul Pal about crypto. For those who may not know him, Raoul is the founder of Real Vision, a platform where I feel like ideas are just freely exchanged. In other words, yes, there have been people who have been pro-Ripple and pro-XRP, as well as Bitcoin maximalists. I think it's even more an environment where people can really share their viewpoints, right or wrong. Just share their opinions so that people can just sort of make sense of it all. It is most important to let opposing viewpoints be known as best you can in life in general, in order to determine what you believe in. You must first, however, hear both sides of the issue. And when it comes to Bitcoin maximalists, I think most people will not be taken in by them as they are toxic and unwise. All they are is wasting their time and energy. He's one who really is all about open ideas, and he's been learning of XRP for a little while, as he was in crypto before. He's really not into XRP way back. However, he began to educate himself in XRP in more detail for what it is capable of doing and what are some of the uses for which it is being used. Furthermore, he has been keeping an eye on the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. He also thinks that the XRP has a good chance of going on a bull run and becoming significantly more valuable. And based on their conversation, he really believes that XRP is going to run hard after this lawsuit. And you're saying you might even invest hundreds of millions of dollars into XRP if you are dealing with one individual hedge fund. And it may very well be a massive event, and many people have no idea what it could potentially be. To begin with, let me make it clear that I have no legal or financial background of any kind, that I am not providing legal or financial advice, and that you should never make any purchases or sales based on anything I say. And then just shared to you the information from a brief video clip which was shared by @FudFit on Twitter. And it is just to share some thoughts because, as Raoul Pal says, the potential for this to become a reality is high. Raoul Pal points out that one important feature about XRP is that there are quite a lot of potential uses. He knows some Bitcoiners loathe it because it's not sufficiently decentralized, but he says he doesn't care. And it will just come down to people using XRP, and this is undeniably the case. Although Bitcoin's Maximus will try to make it seem otherwise, they cannot defend Bitcoin as a utility. As a matter of fact, he said that he had seen Anthony Pompliano was asked this hard question. However, you would not have a problem answering this question if you are knowledgeable about XRP and how it is used. For Bitcoin, it's a little more difficult. So the question was simply, what exactly is Bitcoin used for? Then Anthony brought up something like, look, it is a widely adopted idea. It represents a huge amount of dollars, depending on the period. According to his remarks, he talked about how much Bitcoin was being traded over the period of time he chose to describe. He then brought that up, but seemed to suggest that this was just for trading. And this was during the debate with Peter Schiff. And Peter Schiff to Anthony, and this was already paraphrased, that he cited a big number. But almost 100% of that is just people selling and buying but doing nothing. Indeed, most people give money back and forth but don't do anything with it. In regards specifically to XRP, there can also be a huge amount of just speculation, but he doesn't seem upset by the huge number when it comes to Bitcoin. And it doesn't matter if in the nascent days of this asset class, it hardly even has any use. We don't even care as long as there is some actual utility. Hence, he believes a cryptocurrency must adhere to these rules if it is to last. It's possible that there are going to be 10,000 coins that will be wiped out at some point if these coins continue to exist. Hence, Raoul Pal developed a deeper understanding of XRP and knows that there are numerous uses for this cryptocurrency, when most coins only have one. In reference to the utility, he said there are more people who utilize it than most individuals realize. Also, the other remarkable aspect of the setup is that it can't be bought on any exchange. Neither is it in the Bitwise index. Their top 10 index is a $1 billion index. And according to Raoul, it is clear that when XRP becomes free, they will have to buy a few $100 million of it as everyone else will, since the exchanges will have it back. Basically, you're preparing for an amazing run if this issue is resolved. Speaking of Bitwise 10 Crypto Index Fund, it is a billion-dollar fund, and you can check out the coins that it includes on their website. In the website, there are 10 items, but XRP isn't there. It's not even Bitwise's fault. So does that mean the SEC is to blame? It's because the XRP wasn't there and it was big. Now, what are your thoughts on this? You may share it with us by leaving some comments below. And as Raoul Pal indicates, Bitwise is able to generate hundreds of millions of dollars, and given XRP's importance, it should be included in this. And you can also see in their methodology on their website that the Bitwise crypto indexes are created using clear rules-based processes, so they are both investable and replicable. Moreover, the methodologies consider factors surrounding traditional investment trends associated with crypto assets, such as liquidity, regulatory status, market representation, network distributions, and more, in order to provide customers with a full picture of the world's investable crypto assets. So truly, it is fair to say that it is suitable for people who want to invest into a fund but don't want to deal with the hassle of purchasing cryptocurrency themselves. They buy the fund itself, which is essentially a representation of the assets behind it. Also, XRP won't just appeal to speculators across the globe, but to all retail investors. An example of this is an article that quotes Brad Garlinghouse, the co-founder of Ripple, who reminds us that 95% of XRP trading occurs in countries outside the United States. It seems as though you might think this whole SEC thing is not that big a deal, but you must consider that when 5% of trading occurs in the United States, you get bad news. Then the result is that the XRP price has plummeted globally, having global impacts. Clearly, it's a small percentage within the US, but what the hell will happen if people do not worry about it on a global scale? Because looking at it, it's not like the whole world is concerned about Ripple or anything from that perspective. That's really not the point. When the price starts to cascade down, when there are just enough people that are concerned, then the losses will stop. Therefore, what will happen? But XRP will no doubt come back though, won't you agree? Further, an article published by CryptoBlock on January 5th this year, 2021, under the title Grayscale Removes XRP from its Digital Large Cap Fund, says that another huge crypto hedge fund also removes XRP from its Digital Large Cap Fund. Their assets were also removed from the Digital Large Cap Fund, a fund similar to this where you wouldn't own the crypto itself, but you bought the fund. But it represented the crypto that was underlying the fund. You might consider jumping into something like this if you like exposure to the asset class, but don't want to learn how to buy crypto or deal with risks of exchanges such as this. For some people it makes sense. It doesn't matter. As we all know, different people want different things. Another XRP community member, Anders L., retweeted the video from @FudFit and wrote that it is a myth that on-demand liquidity is not being used, and the fact that it did $2.4 billion in 2020. He also wants to see actual coins being used by real businesses and not just retail that did more than that number in 2020. And that's basically what I'm trying to say. I know there's all kinds of impressive volume coming from the cryptocurrency asset class, but it isn't because of utility, nor is it due to adoption, nor anything like that. However, if you look at XRP, it's since 2020, so that means it's quite a few dollars, $2.4 billion. Due to this, Raoul Pal has quite a few Bitcoin maximalists on his platform, and it was highly controversial for him to share positive views about XRP. Nonetheless, seen from the person who wasn't really fond of XRP before, and someone now who is somewhat convincing Bitboy with words, he said to him that we have to invest millions of dollars in XRP now. Thus, for me, XRP is capable of reaching $1,000 once it is free, although it may take a few years as it is a very useful currency that has many uses. That's all for this video about crypto, and thank you for watching. If you would like to receive updates on the crypto market, make sure you click the subscribe and bell button.